Hey guys, I just did my breastfeeding update for the 3rd month, so I figured I'd just hurry and do Aubreys' 3-month update right now while I'm already videoing anyway. My life is kind of crazy, so when I have a second to video, I just kind of hurry and get them done. So let's see here. Aubreys' 3-month update. First of all, 3.5 months already. Wow! This summer just has flown by ever since I've had her. It's really, really sad to me. Like, it's great to see all the new things she's doing, but it's really sad at the same time because she's just growing way too quickly, even faster than Connor grew, because I think when you have one already, like a 1-year-old, it just goes even faster than it did before, and oh my gosh, really, really sad. But I guess it's good at the same time, but I'm having a hard time watching her grow. She is now in size 2 diapers. Last time she was in size 1, so she's now graduated to size 2. However, we are finally cloth diapering, so yeah, she is in size 2s, but we use cloth diapers, and so that's what she's wearing right now. The only time I will use disposable diapers is at nighttime. When she goes to sleep, I'll put a disposable on her, just because I did order some nighttime cloth diapers and they haven't came in yet, and so I'm waiting for her nighttime cloth diapers, and as soon as I get those in, I'm gonna try her on nighttime cloth diapers and see how those work. But for right now, I'm just using disposables at night, but then every single time during the day she's in cloth. So hopefully my cloth nighttime ones will come in soon, and hopefully those will work out great, and I will let you know when those come in. So yeah, the cloth diapers are working out great for her. We love them. The cloth diapers for some reason seem to hold in a lot more like poop and a lot more pee than the disposables. Like when I had her in disposables, she would, like, every single time she like peed a ton, she would leak everywhere, all over her clothes, and when she'd have a like poop blowout, like it would be everywhere, like all up her back and everything. I haven't had that with cloth. She's pooped some really, really bad ones in cloth, and like the worst that's happened is it just like leaked out through the top and just got like a little tiny bit on her onesie. But if that was a disposable diaper, it would have been like all the way up her back. And so I really am liking the cloth diapers on her. I love the Kawaii Pure and Natural because they just hold in so much, and it seems like whenever she has a big poop blowout, instead of it going all up her back like it did in disposable diapers, it like is contained more, and like sometimes it'll get a little bit on her clothes, but like nothing compared to how it did before. So I'm really loving the fit of the cloth on her. I think that it's going great. I really, really like that about it. So yeah, they're working fantastic, and she's doing really well. She doesn't seem to mind them at all, so that's a plus. She sleeps awesome. She's really, really good at it. She goes to bed, I think last time she went to bed at like 8:30 or 9, like last month. She now goes to bed between 7:30 and 8. Like every night I make sure she's in bed by at least 8 o'clock. And usually she's so tired by that time anyway that she's ready for bed. And so yeah, usually between 7:30 or 8. I'll feed her usually around like 7:15 to 7:30ish, and then after she's done eating, I'll put her in bed. So between 7:30 and 8, she goes to sleep. She wakes up around, usually around like 3:30 or 4 in the morning, and then I just feed her, and then she'll wake up around like 7, and I'll feed her again, and then she'll sleep till about 9:30. And then she'll wake up for the day. So she's doing really, really well. She has a nap then around, let's see, she wakes up at around 9 or 9:30 for the day, and so then she has a nap usually around like 10:30. I'll give her a nap, and then she'll sleep usually for about 40 minutes or so, and then I'll give her another nap around 1 o'clock, because that is the time that I put Connor down for a nap. So I'll try to put her down the same time as I put Connor down, because it's so much easier if you can do that, so I can have some time to myself. And that's what I'm doing right now. My kids are both sleeping, so that's why I can do this. But yeah, I put her down again at 1, and then she'll usually sleep. Sometimes I can get her to sleep about an hour, so it just kind of depends. Like, she's kind of a quick napper right now, because when they're younger, they, you know, don't really nap for as long. So she'll usually nap for between an hour and an hour and a half, you know, maybe 45 minutes, depending on depending on the day, I guess. But yeah, usually about an hour to an hour and a half she'll nap for her 1 o'clock nap, so she does pretty good for that one. And then she'll nap again around like between like 4 and 4:30. She'll take another little tiny cat nap, and then she'll sometimes take another like quick one around like 6. And then if she goes to bed at 6, I always make sure and wake her up at 6:30 no matter what, because her bedtime is like around 8, and so I want her to go to bed on time, and so I don't let her sleep, you know, past 6:30. So no matter what time she goes down, I always make sure she's up by 6:30 because I want her to be awake before she has to go to bed for the night. Yeah, she does really, really good at that. So she takes about 4 to 5 naps a day, like just like littler naps a day right now. And that's going really great. She's sleeping 100% in her crib now. Last time I mentioned that like she would go to bed at night and then like around between like 3:30 or 4:30 whenever she woke up for her first feeding. After that, I would just set her in her bassinet right next to my bed. I will now just bring her, like when I feed her, I'll just like carry her to my bed, feed her in my bed, and then I'll go back and put her in her crib after I feed her. Just because she wasn't really sleeping very well in the bassinet. It was just, I don't know, she just for some reason sleeps a lot better in her crib. And it's a lot better for me because she would toss and turn and she just wouldn't, it just seems like she wouldn't sleep very well in her bassinet. So I started just doing it all the way in her crib and she sleeps a lot better. Like she just doesn't toss and turn so much and she just like gets a more of a solid sleep. And so I noticed that she is sleeping better in her crib than she did in her bassinet. She doesn't toss and turn as much as she did. So yeah, she's doing great in her crib. Let's see here. She still will put herself to sleep fantastic. All I have to do is lay her down in her bed on her tummy, give her her binky, and she's out. Like I don't have to rock her, I don't have to cradle her, I don't have to bounce her, I don't have to do any of that. She just puts herself right to sleep. She's done this from the beginning and it's so nice because with Connor, I had to rock Connor to sleep and I had to like kind of bounce him a little bit to sleep and just get him to go to bed, but she will just put herself right to bed. I don't even have to do any of that. So it's really, really nice that she can do that. And she's still like doing, and she's still doing awesome at that. So that's good. Let's see, she now holds her head up all the way by herself. Last month she did pretty well, but she's still a little bit like wobbly. But yeah, she can totally hold her head up by herself, which is amazing. I can't believe it. She's just getting so big and so strong. And yeah, she'll just sit and just hold her head up all by herself when you hold her, and that's really awesome. So it's exciting. So on the 24th of August, she got a cold for the very, very first time. And oh my gosh, I was so sad for her because she woke up and she just had like a runny nose and she was sneezing a lot and she was just so stuffed up and congested, and I was a nervous wreck because I was like, oh my gosh, what if she can't breathe in the middle of the night or something? And oh, it's just really terrifying when your 3-month-old gets a cold. And how she got it was Connor had a little bit of a cold. He had a little bit of a runny nose and a cold. And I think what happened was when I wasn't looking, he probably stole her binky from her and started chewing on it. Because he'll never suck on her binky because he doesn't do pacifiers anymore. He hasn't since he was a year old. And so he'll sometimes just like steal it from her and just chew on it because he thinks it's funny. And so I think he probably stole it from her when I wasn't watching, and he probably started chewing on it and then just like gave it back to her when I wasn't watching, and she probably got it from him. And so I'm not for sure, but I think that that's what happened because, you know, he didn't like kiss her or anything when he had a cold because I wouldn't let him. And so I don't know, I guess that might have been what happened, but it was really sad and it lasted for about 3 days. But what I did was every night, like every single day, I'd get that little nose sucky thing and I'd like suck up her snot in her nose, and I would always clear out her nose, and before naps and before nighttime I'd always use that, the nose sucker. And then I put an air purifier in her room along with a humidifier at night. Along with a humidifier at night, and that really, really cleared her up well. So I did that for about 3 to 4 days, and then she was doing much better, and now she's totally fine. So, but it's just really scary at first because babies that age can't really take a lot of medicine, and they can't take cold medicine and everything like that. Like Connor, you know, he's a toddler and he could take cold medicine, but she can't. And so it was kind of scary and kind of sad, but she got over that, so we're all good with that. And I think that's pretty much all for 3 months. She's just doing so good, and she's such a good, happy baby. She just talks all the time, coos all the time, gives us lots of smiles. She hasn't full out giggled yet. She's made like little like haha kind of like sounds, but she hasn't full out giggled yet. So I'm really waiting for that giggle because I'm so excited when she's gonna start like laughing and giggling full out. That would be so cute. But she hasn't done that quite yet. But she does smile a ton and she does talk a ton, so that's really fun. yeah, in the morning sometimes when I wake her up, I can just hear her talking throughout the monitor, just cooing and stuff. It's just so cute. But anyway, I think that that's all I had to say. She's doing fantastic and really, really happy. So I'll show a few clips of her at the end and a few videos of her at the end. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, Sissy. Are we recording? Look. Are we recording? Yes. Look! That's you! You're gonna smile. Are you gonna smile? Aubrey, are you a snow princess? Oh my goodness, you with Grandpa?
We're going in.
Holy Craig.
Okay.
She's like, what are you doing? Oh, baby.
Princess, all right.